We are back, and it is
Cat and
Woof. And we are talking about Cat's favorite new movie of the year. Oh,
no.
She didn't like this
This movie, stupid.
Yeah, not great.
I love a good Adam Sandler, but
this wasn't a good Adam Sandler.
This was not it.
I thought he was great in Uncut Gems, but here it was just he's got a range. He can be funny, and he can be, he can play characters. He's a good character actor, which I feel like he was doing in Uncut Gems. He was playing this really loud, sort of wild character. But now he's he's trying to be this serious dude. And for one thing, I didn't believe his performance. He didn't seem that
invested.
Well, he doesn't have that kind of range as an actor. I honestly just don't feel like.
I don't think it was even him. I think it was the movie in general. The way it was written was weird.
Well, yeah, there was more than one problem, but yeah, also it just, for me, the main thing was I didn't connect with his performance. I will say the special effects were good. They were well done. The director obviously knows how to use visual effects, but to the service of what? It wasn't in service to anything. It wasn't building towards anything that felt earned. It didn't feel like at the end of 2001 A Space Odyssey, you have this big trippy sequence, but it's after
everything, basically.
It's after, you have a whole...
After Hal.
After Hal.
After Hal is unplugged. After
Hal's, whole thing. And it just feels like the story has done so much more at that point. The story just doesn't really build to anything. It's this emotional phone call with Adam Sandler and his wife, but their story was fucking paper thin. It was and they're just he was a dick for no reason.
You have to support my dreams, basically, and everything I do.
His wife just has a miscarriage, and he's oh, I'll call you back.
My eggs burnt
because he burnt some eggs.
Yeah.
What?
Don't do that. Don't get off the phone with me. Click. What?
Well, she doesn't say don't get off the phone with me, but it's basically.
She literally says don't do that. She's I'll call you back. She says don't do that.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
At that point, it was just incoherent. It's there was so little going on with their characters. It did this whole thing where it kept cutting back to their story, but it really didn't feel like there was enough to their story. It shows them, and it shows every scene between them with some big camera effect so it's mostly filtered. And it's just an excuse not to include a story, It's they shot it basically a music video, which the director is famous for directing music videos, and that's what it feels like. It feels like he was just whatever, we'll just get some images,
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't ever really ever fully develop the story of their relationship, and they just don't talk to each other.
It kind of just felt like it was put in there. It felt like the quote-unquote real story was supposed to be about the spider and him, which was another odd detail.
Well, the story all revolves around him.
The spider was it seemed to me supposed to be his subconscious in a way, but it didn't play out like that.
No, the spider played out like a whole different character. But obviously the whole story revolves around him trying to save his marriage with his wife, right?
Which he didn't know in the beginning because they never showed him the video. For that whole thing, he was supposed to not know anything that his wife was unhappy.
It's not like it's the first time they talked, so he would have known that she was unhappy, but he didn't know that she was breaking up with him. She was obviously unhappy in the marriage, right? But, first of all, it was super melodramatic just for the sake of being melodramatic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who you are or what's going on. Like, if your husband is in outer space, like, spoilers, if your husband's in outer space, like, over in just hanging out in Jupiter, you're not gonna, oh, I have to end the marriage now, today.
Yeah, no way.
I can't
at least wait till he gets back and then be like, hey, so here's what we need to work through. If not, then it's over. I can't with this.
Yeah, you're gonna end it while he's in outer space. That doesn't make any sense. On a
video call. And
because he's too, absent?
He's in outer space. He's a spaceman. Spaceman.
No, but it's like, if the problem is that he's too absent and you want to break up with him, then why would it be a problem to just wait? But now the problem is that he wants to talk to you and you don't want to talk to him. It was melodramatic.
Yeah.
It was like drama for the sake of drama. There was no
I was bored
reason.
The entire time watching this movie. I was literally like, I got interested when the spider came around. Well, spoiler alert. I got interested when the spider came around. I was like, ooh, this could be fun. This could be interesting. And then he was also melodramatic. He was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I'm fucking dying. Ha!
Well, yeah, at the very end, that felt totally unearned too. Like, that just comes out of nowhere. Like, oh, the spider's dying. But I
don't give a shit about the spider. What the fuck does he have to do with anything at this point?
I mean, yeah, the spider's whole story was like, he was trying to work through this guy's trauma with him, but why? Why does this spider, who's been around since the beginning of the universe, care so much about this?
Because he was interested in humans, and he's the only human he found, apparently.
But, he's interested in humans, but particularly he's interested in this dude saving his relationship. In
particular, his marriage. Yeah, it's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb.
If you're interested in humans and you have super limited experience with humans, but, you think the most important thing is, this guy and his mate, as he says, you and your mate.
Yeah, it's never
that's how he describes it. If you think that that's the most important thing, then why, I don't understand, why you would be hanging out with this guy to begin with. I don't know. None of it felt
genuine.
None of it felt earned. None of it felt really they
real.
All had a reason to be interacting. It all felt super forced for the sake of drama.
I was like, here's the story for this reason. Also because, drama. But it's just weird. It was an odd movie, not in the fun, ooh, it's an odd movie. No, it was weird, and I got bored halfway through. I kind of was on my phone. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was pretty slow. And which didn't work to its advantage, if it had been slow, but it told a more straightforward story that was interesting. I don't know.
It was the story. It's not
you have all
acting,
these,
but it was the story.
You have all these MacGuffins. You have the fact you're in space. We've got some really cool technology, some retro futurism, kind of if you're into that art style, there's some fun stuff.
Yeah, comic book style.
Retro sort of technology.
That was really cool, but the set design was really cool. The whole story and the whole purpose, I didn't understand.
Well, my point was, so you have all these MacGuffins, right? You have the big, story of we're going in outer space to do this particular thing. We find this cosmic spider along the way, and it ends up all revolving around this guy's relationship, his marriage. Okay, but then develop the story of his marriage.
Yeah.
Make something happen there. It didn't feel like they were really doing anything with that. They made like some vague gestures as to what was wrong with the relationship and that kind of stuff. But
that's all they would talk about. They wouldn't talk about like, in a way, they wouldn't talk about the relationship itself. It was just the problems in said relationship.
Yeah, in a way, it's like it's a lot of telling and not showing. Like, show us the like them going through the like good and the bad in their relationship.
They didn't even show us a lot of the bad in the relationship. They kind of were just like, here's her complaining a little bit. Done.
They just talk about it, and it's mostly him talking to the spider about it.
Yeah.
The thing with the spider is like really unnecessary. It's just like
I said, it felt like he was supposed to be a conscience in a way, like his conscience.
Yeah, like the spider's Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, but it was not done well. It's like, oh, now he has this weird relationship with a spider?
Well, because the relationship with the spider doesn't really make any sense either. Like, the spider only cares about fixing this guy's relationship.
For what reason?
Like, and relationships are super important to this spider. Like, he's not like that interested in the fact that the guy is dedicating himself to this mission or to science. It's like,
or to see the beginning of the universe as said foretold.
It's like, oh, you have to fix your relationship, and now I don't want to be around you anymore because you're selfish. Like that part felt super forced too. It's like, well, now I'm going to leave you alone, and
because now you're selfish.
Because you're selfish, and at first I thought everybody was selfish, but it turns out
it's just you.
You're a selfish dude, and I don't want to hang around with you anymore. And then he shows up like later in the movie, but it's all like. It's all just because, like, that was supposed to happen to hit a beat at a certain time, like, in the story.
It felt like, oh my God, what's
forced.
That?
It was just forced.
What's that? There's a story building technique that I've literally forgotten about. I learned it in high school drama, but it's like the beginning, the middle, the end, the climax, then the actual end.
You're talking about 3-act structure.
Yeah, 3-act structure.
Action.
Yeah. That's what it literally felt like. Like they had to hit every single beat of that in order to make this movie work. And it didn't work. And it really, really felt just bad. Like I said, I love a good Adam Sandler movie. I love, a lot of his stuff. I like a lot of his Uncut Gems. That was good. It's just this one wasn't it. This one wasn't it.
Yeah. It was just kind of melodramatic, sort of pretentious, honestly. Sort of just pretentious, like trying to be a better movie than it was. Like,
if I had to sum it up in 3 words: stupid, dumb, why?
Yeah. I don't know. Not a great movie. Don't check it out. It's boring.
Yeah.
Boring and just
go watch some good Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, I'm not a big Adam Sandler fan, honestly.
I am.
I like a couple of his movies. Even the comedies don't really do it for me. Like the ones where he's loud and he's just screaming. Like I don't really see the appeal of that either.
I think he's funny.
And then the late ones he did later in his career, where it's just like, oh, I'm a dad and I've got kids that I don't like, and it's just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I get it. So it's not for everybody, but go watch a good Adam Sandler movie if you're watching this for Adam Sandler.
Watch a good movie. Watch a good science fiction.
Watch Mars.
Watch Mars.
Not Mars. The Martian. Watch The Martian. That was a good one.
Yeah, you like that one?
I like The Martian.
I haven't seen that one.
It's good.
Looks kind of dumb, but
you're kind of dumb.
Well, who's talking?
I know. I'm kind of dumb too.
Well, we're all kind of dumb. This movie was very dumb, even for some dumb people.
Don't watch it. Like this is one of the few movies I will say don't watch. It's just not good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess watch the I mean, even the big dramatic scene at the end. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so spoilers. At the end, he goes into outer space, and like,
he's supposed to see the beginning of time.
there's all this cosmic stuff going on around him. It's like, to me, it looked like the old Windows music player.
Yeah, with all the beats just.
Yeah, like where it shows the wave file. Yeah. Uninspired. Stupid.
Dumb, stupid. Why?
Colorful, space, clouds, cosmic, colorful.
There was some pretty parts to it. Just the movie itself wasn't good.
Like, if you're going to do, like, something like this is the beginning and the end of time, like, I don't know, make it weirder, make it more like we've already seen, like colorful, outer space clouds.
We've kind of seen the beginning and end of time in multiple movies as well.
Okay, but that's not what I mean. I'm just saying, like show it in a way that we haven't seen it before, like,
yeah,
like show us some visuals we haven't seen before, like, yeah.
Also, the beginning and end of time seemed just his life beginning and end.
You think?
Because all there was is it seemed to be his memories. There was some like of his wife in there, and some baby crying. It felt like that was just his life.
Maybe it was
going through
referencing other humans, but yeah, all the sound effects that they used, because they use sound effects to sort of reference different moments in time, I guess. But all of it was very like, this is all stuff like happening on Earth, which, like, how would you show anything else? But like, I don't know. It just like, it didn't feel like cosmic.
If this supposed spider octopus thing is from a different planet, why didn't it have any of his stuff in it? He was the one dying. Right.
Yeah, he does die at the end, which is like, comes out of nowhere, and just all of a sudden in like 10 seconds he gets eaten by like,
I lied.
Yeah, I lied. I actually am dying. And then it's like, then they have...
It's so dumb.
That's introduced as like the second to last scene with that character. And it's just like, then the last scene is him dying, in outer space. And it's like...
basically getting eaten alive. It's weird.
And the thing is just like, the story is like, this guy has to be less selfish in his marriage. And one of the things he says is, in the big dramatic phone call with his wife is, I said I wanted to see beyond Jupiter, but that sounds so terrible to me now.
I don't want to anymore.
I don't want to. But then the next scene, he's chasing like a spider out into outer space.
Yeah.
Like, do you care about going back to your wife or not? What is your arc here? Is it just...
do you care about the spider or do you care about your wife? I can't tell anymore.
Do you want to make some big romantic gesture for your wife, or make some big romantic gesture for the spider, or like... and then you still get like a satisfying ending where like he ends up back with his wife at the end. And
it was a really good kiss, bro. What?
I don't know. Like, if you're fed up enough with someone that you're gonna leave them because you can no longer stand like talking to them for
like 5 minutes, maybe
5 minutes at a time, like on voice chat, like while they're going through like something really difficult, then like a dramatic phone call really shouldn't be the thing that like all of a sudden your relationship is healthy again, or you're willing to give it another try. Like, what, bro? Like, it
really made no sense to me.
Made no sense. Nothing was earned. It was all just drama for the sake of drama, building up towards like nothing.
I changed my mind. Dumb, dramatic, why?
Dumb, dramatic, why? So yeah, don't watch Spaceman. It's fucking lame. It's just a bad movie.
It is. It truly is, and I'm sad that it is.
Yeah, because they could have done something cool here. Like, I thought that the set design was really cool. Oh, and they tried to incorporate this thing with like, oh, this opera is about this guy who wants to
fall in love with this water nymph, yeah.
And he can't, or they
make a reference to it later. They're like, oh, if you kiss me, you die. It's like, I'm down for that. It's like, oh,
which, you know, doesn't really work with it. It all felt kind of like, it's like whenever somebody mentions like Bach or Beethoven in like a movie, like it's like, look how smart we are, we're referencing a thing, and it's just like, no,
you're just trying too hard at that point. You're
trying too hard. It's pretentious. You know, have one big weird thing. Have the retrofuturism thing, or like have the space spider, or have the big cosmic, you know, and like if they had settled on like one thing and really developed everything else, it just feels like they fucking threw a bunch of crap together.
They threw spaghetti at the wall and saw what stuck.
Yeah, basically. Whole lot of ideas. Not a whole lot of it makes sense. Pretentious.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Dramatic. Stupid. Why?
All right. Well, that's that. Not much more we can say. Don't watch it. Bad movie. Watch us instead. Like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Tell us why this movie was so bad and you didn't like it either.
Or if you did like it.
Boo!
Or if you did like it.
Shut up!
Or if you did like it, comment that as well and we'll fight you on it.
We'll fight you to the death and engage with your content.
I'll heart it. I'll heart the comment.
Yeah, and we'll reply. We'll keep replying. We'll get into an angry
that we won't
section battle.
That we won't do.
Yeah, bad movie. But anyways, bye-bye.
Bye.